The forest is the last place on Earth where you can truly be alone. And sometimes that's the problem, because you're not. Today you're going to see 5 real encounters where people went into the woods looking for silence and peace and barely made it back out. Are you ready? Let's begin. Number 5. In September of 2020, the YouTuber Joseph from the Fisherman's Life channel set out on a solo fishing expedition deep in the Alaskan wilderness. He was looking for peace, isolation, and the perfect catch. Instead, he experienced every camper's worst nightmare.
I just woke up. I heard something like a weird noise. What the hell is it? There's something else. Yeah, that sounds like a bear, like for real. Oh shit.
In the middle of the night, the silence of Alaska is shattered by the sound of heavy breathing and slow footsteps crushing the vegetation around Joseph's shelter. So what was outside his tent was a massive bear. The camera captures Joseph's silent terror as the animal begins circling the tent, sniffing the fabric and nudging the structure with its snout, trying to figure out what was hiding inside. Things become even more frightening when the bear presses its full weight against the tent, nearly collapsing the entire structure onto the fisherman.
There's something else.
Joseph knows that one sudden movement or panic scream could trigger a deadly attack. For several agonizing minutes, the bear continues investigating the campsite from just inches away. Then, as suddenly as it appeared, the animal loses interest and disappears back into the darkness of the Alaskan forest. Joseph survived to tell the story, but according to him, the sound of that heavy breathing only inches from his face is something he'll never forget. So if you were trapped inside that tent, what would you have done?
Yeah, that sounds like a bear, like for real. Oh shit.
Number 4. A bird watcher exploring a forest in Virginia was quietly recording the wildlife when he noticed something unusual hidden among the brush. Curious, he began filming more carefully, scanning the area as if he was tracking the source of a strange movement. At first, everything seems completely normal. Then, this happens. Hidden among the vegetation, a strange animal-like figure suddenly becomes visible. At first, it's difficult to make out exactly what we're looking at. But after a few seconds, the creature slowly turns its head toward the cameraman, revealing an appearance that many viewers describe as deeply unsettling. What's even stranger is the timing. The figure remains almost perfectly still until the exact moment it appears to realize it's being watched. The cameraman's reaction is immediate. He turns around and runs, abruptly ending the recording. Since the footage was uploaded online, viewers have debated what was actually captured that day. Some believe it could be a creature resembling Bigfoot hiding in the woods. Others argue that it's simply an owl or another animal distorted by distance, shadows, and the camera's focus. But regardless of the explanation, one detail continues to bother people who watch the clip. Why does it seem to turn and look directly at the camera? And if it wasn't a person, What exactly was hiding in those woods that day? Let me know what you think. Number 3. After leaving a psychiatric facility, a woman named Megan Page began spending long periods of time alone in the forests of Humboldt County. Home had become a stressful and toxic environment, and the woods were one of the few places where she felt she could escape her problems and be completely alone. At least, that's what she thought. Then, this happened.
And decompress. And then I go back home, and then he acts like nothing happens. Like a true narcissist. Like the true narcissist he is. Okay, well, you scared me.
Oh, thanks. Okay. Stairs, if you're just gonna walk by, you need the stairs.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Sweetheart, don't worry.
Okay, I'm
You're
sorry.
probably more dangerous than me. You're probably more evil than me. I hear the same. You're wrong. You're a stoner.
Okay, that was terrifying.
Did you catch what he said? While walking through the forest, Megan unexpectedly encounters a strange man standing among the trees. At first, the interaction seems awkward but harmless. But then the man says something that immediately sends a chill down her spine. According to Megan, he stared directly at her and told her that she looked evil. He specifically mentioned her dark hair and the veins visible beneath her skin, claiming that they frightened him. What makes the encounter so unsettling is how calm and deliberate he appears while saying it. This wasn't someone asking for directions or making small talk. It felt more like a warning or a threat. Visibly shaken, Megan leaves the area and spends the rest of the day trying to process what just happened. Later, she admits that she couldn't sleep that night, haunted by the encounter and unable to stop thinking about the stranger she met in the woods. Now, it's entirely possible that this was nothing more than a random encounter with an eccentric person. But when you're alone in a remote forest and a complete stranger seems to know exactly how to get inside your head, it's easy to see why Megan never forgot that day. So, was he simply an odd passerby, or was something much more sinister happening in those woods? Let me know what you think.
Okay, well, you scared me.
Oh, thanks. Okay. Stairs, if you're just gonna walk by, you need the stairs.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Sweetheart, don't worry.
Okay, I'm
You're
sorry.
probably more dangerous than me. You're probably more evil than me. I hear the same. You're wrong. You're a stoner.
Okay, that was terrifying.
Number 2. In June of 2021, an adventurer named Joe was spending the night alone deep in the wilderness, miles away from the nearest town. For him, this was the perfect escape. No crowds, no traffic, just the sound of the forest and complete isolation. But sometimes, the silence of the woods can be more unsettling than any noise. That's when things took a disturbing turn.
Someone there? It's really weird.
In the middle of the night, Joe is awakened by the sound of footsteps outside his campsite. At first, he tries to convince himself that it's just an animal moving through the forest, but something about the sound feels wrong. These aren't the quick movements of a curious deer or the rustling of a small animal. The footsteps sound slow, deliberate, and disturbingly human. For several moments, whatever is outside appears to circle the campsite as if it's studying the area from the darkness. Then, a nearby branch snaps, and Joe decides to turn on his flashlight.
Who's there? Hello? Someone there? Okay. That's not too bad. What's this? What the?
What the light reveals is far more disturbing than he expected. Standing motionless in the darkness is a figure wearing what appears to be a strange mask. For Joe, that was enough. Instinct immediately takes over. Without worrying about his gear or the campsite, he abandons everything and runs. To this day, viewers remain divided over what was actually happening in the forest that night. Was it simply a prankster wandering through the woods? Or did Joe stumble across someone who had been watching him long before he ever noticed? Let me know what you think. Number 1. A YouTuber known as a Dog Daddy spends most of his time posting videos about a dog training. No ghost hunts, no paranormal investigations, just dogs. Which is exactly why this encounter caught so many viewers off guard. According to him, a strange woman suddenly appeared at his property asking if she could see his German Shepherds. At first, the request seemed unusual. Then things started getting weird.
Beautiful black German Shepherds here, so I came down to say hi.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Is it okay if I come in? Just for a quick second.
Oh, no, we don't really allow visitors in.
I came a long way just to...
How do you even know they were here?
Somebody told me. This is where you...
How did you get here? How did you get here?
I walked from all the way down the road. Someone dropped me off.
Oh, wow, that's crazy. Okay. Yeah, no, we don't really allow visitors. We just moved in, and these dogs, they're out here with me now. They're friendly, but we have some rescue dogs and even protection dogs behind the other gate over there. So, we don't really have a open door policy.
I'm really great with dogs. Is it okay if I meet them? You'll see, I'll show you.
No, if these guys, they're out, if they want to come say hi at the gate, it's okay, but we don't really have any visitors on the property.
I mean, this is like the only... There's like...
No, don't open the gate. Like I said, the dogs in the back, they are not as friendly as the ones that are out here, so please don't open the gate.
I'll show you. It's just gonna be a quick second.
No, not today. Maybe another time, but we're not allowing visitors. And I don't even know how he got here.
I told you I came down the road. Listen. Fuck you.
Can you just let go of the gate?
I thought you were nice. I just wanted to say hi to your dog.
No, we are nice. We just don't allow visitors on the property.
The woman claims that she had heard there were German Shepherds living on the property and wanted to meet them. The problem is that she was a complete stranger. When the owner explains that some of the dogs can be aggressive and refuses to let her inside, she continues insisting. At one point, she even attempts to open the gate herself despite being told not to. After a tense exchange, the woman eventually leaves. But the story doesn't end there. Several days later, something even stranger happens. Late at night, the dogs suddenly begin barking aggressively. Not the playful barking of excited pets, the kind of barking that tells you something is wrong. When the owner goes outside to investigate, he discovers the same woman standing on the property in the darkness.
Listen, you need to leave now. I'm telling you right now. I'm gonna let them out. It's midnight. What are you doing here? Leave now. It's midnight. We're not playing any more games. You are agitating my dogs. I told you late at night my guard dogs are out, and they're out. I'm not gonna be babysitting. You broke onto the property at 3 in the morning. They're gonna come out. You need to leave now. You need to leave now. I'm letting them out. Don't come any closer. I'm gonna let them out. I'm gonna let them out. They're here and they're waiting. I'm gonna leave. The police has been looking for 4 days now. There's no one around. This is my place. I don't know where you're coming from. I don't know where you're coming from.
I just came to bless you.
I'm letting my dogs out.
Don't do that.
She disappeared. What the hell?
This time, she claims she came to bless the dogs. By now, the entire situation feels far more unsettling. What began as a strange encounter during the day has turned into a mysterious nighttime visit from someone who shouldn't be there. And then comes the detail that viewers can't stop talking about. When the woman finally turns away, she seems to disappear from the area almost immediately. Some believe she was simply a troubled person with an unhealthy obsession. Others think her behavior suggests something much stranger. Whatever the explanation may be, one question remains. Why was she so desperate to get onto that property? Let me know what you think. Level 0. According to the story surrounding this footage, the video was allegedly recovered by forest rangers after being discovered abandoned deep inside a remote woodland area. The recording is said to have been captured on November 13, 2003. And if the story is true, it may show the final moments of the person behind the camera. See for yourself. At first, it seems possible that he's simply fleeing from a stranger he encountered in the woods. But then the sounds begin. Listen carefully. Several viewers have pointed out that the sounds don't resemble normal human speech at all. Instead, they sound more like a series of high-pitched clicks, buzzing noises, and strange insect-like calls echoing through the forest. As the cameraman continues running, the situation becomes even stranger. What initially appeared to be a single pursuer no longer seems to be alone. By the final moments of the recording, the figures seem to be closing in from multiple directions. The man's breathing becomes frantic, the camera shakes violently, and then the footage suddenly cuts to black. No explanation was ever attached to the recording. No verified identity for the cameraman has ever been provided. And no one knows what was supposed to happen after the video ended. Of course, the simplest explanation is that this was an elaborate hoax or a staged horror project. But if that's the case, whoever created it managed to produce one of the most disturbing forest videos ever uploaded online. Because even after all these years, viewers still debate the same question. What exactly was chasing him through those woods? If you thought these forced encounters were terrifying, wait until you see what happened in this next video. Trust me, it only gets worse.